I mean, you hit the nail on the head at the start. It's sort of understanding your persona, whoever that persona might be. But, for the purpose of this podcast, let's say that we're a marketeer that's landed into a company that's going to be marketing to developers for the first time, or, a company that markets to developers is hiring a marketer to start their marketing. In terms of sort of understanding the developer persona then, what sort of tips would you give them to do that? Obviously, you've done a lot yourself, sort of sitting with those developers. That would be utopia. But what could they be doing sort of quickly and sort of short term to sort of pick up or get up to speed on what that persona likes, etc.?
Number one is data analysis. What data can you get and how do you analyze that particular data? It could be something as simple as page views. Let's say you have a particular page that you're trying to drive developers to for whatever reason, whether it's to review some content or whether it's to provide feedback or whether it's to download something, right? You're driving them towards that action. Okay, so what action has been taken already? What were the success factors there? Did it succeed? Did it not succeed? I think any marketer worth their salt should not be afraid to find out that the answer is 0, right? That just means you can go everywhere up from there, right? It's not a bad number. It's just a number that needs improvement. So I keep that figure in my mind, but take data wherever you can get it. So is it page views? Google Analytics will tell you that, right? Is it pipeline? Okay. So is your pipeline low? Why is your pipeline low? What have you done to attract people already? Was it the content, right? So find out all the data that you can, do that analysis. Do some research into who your people are. That's number 2. So if you can't sit with them, maybe you don't have a focus group, maybe you don't have a group of influencers already existing. Well, you have stakeholders in your organization. Each of them, interestingly, and take this with as much of as much salt as you need to, each of them will have a completely different perspective on your developer audience. Right. So the sales team will have one view of that particular group of people. The customer success or customer service team will have another completely different view. Maybe the chief product officer or the chief information officer, your CTO, that person will have a completely different view as well. Just go and talk to all of them. Right. What do you think our developers want? Why do you think they want that? What blockers have you seen to them? What have they told you that they're not interested in, and yet we're still doing that? What would you change if you had all the budget in the world? Ask really probing, or even big sky questions to try and find out as much as you can about those particular people. And my third thing, and this has always been one of my top considerations, no matter what job I'm in. If you don't know what your customers want, why don't you ask them?
Seems strange, doesn't it?
It is the most remarkable thing, because people get really stressed when I say that in a room, and I watch people's faces just crinkle with stress and anxiety because they're terrified of what their customers might tell them. But probably your customers have been with you or have bought from you for some good reason, right? It's going to be a positive reason. Even if it was, okay, you had a really, you gave me a free gift when I signed up, right? Okay, well, we gave you a free gift when you signed up, but you're still with us now, right? Why is that? So find out what your customers want. Pick, go to customer success, pick 5 customers from them. Go to your sales team, pick 5 customers from them, and then actually reach out and ask those particular people. Those people not only can be your focus group for, research analysis and understanding what it is that you're bringing to their livelihoods or their careers, their professions, but also where it should be going, right? It's a great way to identify gap analysis or gaps within your offerings, right? So, we have 4 customers and they all said that we really need to be providing this, and we haven't done that. Well, that's 4 people out of 5 that you talk to. That's a pretty good indication that you should go that way. And, a lot of companies will want to lock down on that relationship. Well, only our account executives can talk to our customers. Well, that's fine. Sit with your account executive, have that person ring up that customer and say, this is Christy, and she would like to ask you a couple of questions. And because you're one of our best customers and you've been with me the longest, or, whatever that is, I would love for you to be able to tell her candidly, off camera, off record what it is that you think is good and what is bad, because she's trying to figure out what we can do better for our customers to talk to them. Right. And how is that that's a wonderful conversation to have with a customer.
I think a customer would feel privileged almost
Yes. Yes.
that you're listening to them,
Yeah.